Hi, and welcome again to 12-Minute Prep. In this lesson, we will go over some important information that you should be aware of as you start preparing for the Logiks Intermediate Test. This includes the test's content, its format and scoring methods, some sample questions, and most importantly, we will go over the curriculum of the course to better understand how I can help you maximize your score potential on this test. Let's start. The Logiks General Intermediate Test is an aptitude test that measures general cognitive ability. It is frequently used for pre-employment purposes, and it is said to be a predictor of future job performance. The test contains a total of 50 multiple-choice questions and takes 12 minutes to complete. It is broken into 3 4-minute sections: verbal reasoning, numerical reasoning, and abstract reasoning. Each section is timed and will close as soon as your time is up, so you will need to learn to work quickly. Before each section, there will be instructions for you to read. These are not timed, so be sure to take your time to read them carefully. You are allowed to use a calculator on the test, and it is recommended that you bring scratch paper as well for additional notes or calculations. Your score report breaks down your performance in 3 areas. The first area is your overall score. This consists of a general percentile score, which shows how you performed compared to other test takers. The second area is a percentile rank for each of the 3 subsections. The third area is a breakdown of your accuracy versus speed. This comparison is used to assess how cautious a person is by seeing if they prioritize speed or accuracy. There are a total of 24 verbal reasoning questions. These questions will evaluate your understanding of the English language, as well as your ability to think critically and draw conclusions. Question types include analogies, antonyms, deductive reasoning, and odd one outs. There are a total of 16 numerical reasoning questions. These questions will evaluate your ability to work with and understand numbers. Question types include number series, word problems, equations, and arithmetic. You are allowed to use a calculator, but it is recommended that you bring scratch paper as well for quick calculations and other notes. Let's take a look at a sample question. Take 45 seconds starting now. The correct answer is D. Take a look at the difference from one number to the next. +1, +4, +9, and +16. These are perfect squares. 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, and 4 squared. This means the next number should add 5 squared, which is 25. 42 plus 25 gives us 67, making D the correct answer. There are 10 abstract reasoning questions. These questions will assess your ability to visualize and sort shapes, as well as your ability to understand patterns. All 10 questions are of the same question type, which is figural series. Let's take a look at a sample question. Take 45 seconds starting now. The correct answer is B. There are 2 patterns to notice here. First, the color changes across the sequence from black to gray to white, and then back to black. This means the missing shape will likely continue this pattern and be gray. Second, there is an alternating pattern in the even and odd frames, with the odd frames containing a large left-pointing arrow and the even frames containing a smaller right-pointing arrow. By this logic, the missing frame will continue the pattern in the odd frames, meaning it will be a large left-pointing arrow. This makes B the correct answer. I cannot stress enough the importance of preparing for this test. Here's just a modest example for how things can look for a candidate before and after taking a course. Imagine John's starting point prior to practice is 23 correct out of 50 answers, which puts him in the 17th percentile. Completing a course with a thorough review of each question type, teaching him how to shortcut his response times and spot the traps more easily with practice examples, and then having him complete full-length simulations that let him train in real test conditions with test-taking strategies, can get his score up to 36 questions correct, which is in the 81st percentile. That is, with the help of preparation, John got past almost 65% of the population of candidates, and this is a modest success story on my website. Even if we make a much more modest scenario, there is absolutely no advantage to running into this test unprepared. You can start out by taking my free introduction prep course on the website. This course has helped over 80,000 candidates to date. It is listed as a recommended resource among recruiters and HR teams. There's also the option of taking my paid prep course, which is created specifically for the Logiks Intermediate Test. You will get a 360 preparation experience, video lessons for each question type, summary quizzes plus explanations and solving tips to reduce response times, score reports to identify your strengths and weaknesses, full-length practice tests to simulate real test conditions, test taking and time management strategies, and the option to have a one-on-one coaching session with a test expert who will help you maximize your own score potential. Start maximizing your score potential with 12-minute prep.